having difficulty reaching the server on this server, so hopefully that doesn't affect this in any way. As you can see, I got no stubs. It's at 0. I'm at level 1. That is not true, but anyway. Welcome to Bronx Knights Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 on the PS4. The created franchise is called the BRONX KNIGHTS. It's my intention to play every inning of every game of a 162 game schedule. No skipping games, no skipping innings. The difficulty setting for pitching and hitting is going to be on All-Star for all 162 games. As you can see, it's the beginning of August. In this schedule, I'm at game number like 117 or 118 out of 162. The BRONX KNIGHTS are in first place. They are 77-40. They have a 12.5 game lead on the Seattle Mariners for second place. And here we go. Let's jump into the calendar. It's a 4-game set against the Kansas City Royals. Won the first 2 games, 14-9 and 5-1. So this is game number 3. Let's start it up. So game options, play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium. This looks presentation mode hybrid. No. Broadcast, show themes, fine. Pizarski, everybody looks pretty energy-wise healthy. Let's start it up. Okay, so second baseman of the BRONX KNIGHTS, Chris Ramos, as you can see, is leading the American League in batting average with 365 average. And these are your lineups.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball.
This is
Coming
no
up,
good.
We've got a good matchup
I
in
need to
store
change some of these settings.
The Kansas City Royals.
Obviously, my settings were not saved, so I'm going to have to.
Byron Buxton. He'll get us started in this one.
Change this
under the
up
lights.
a little bit. Hold on a second. All right, so unfortunately, my settings were not saved, so we have to fix some stuff. Gameplay, first of all, is not dynamic. Gameplay is on All-Star. All-Star. Okay. Pitching meter is fine. Pitch delay normal. Let's do pitch delay. Let's do faster. API is default. It's fine. Confidence is fine. Okay. Batting All-Star. I don't really like styles. I like in-play view offense. Let's do broadcast. Hitting view strike zone 3 I don't particularly like, but that's fine. Hitting interface, I'm going to do pure analog because I like analog. Turn this off. Okay. Advanced guest pitch is on quadrant. Is it quadrant? PCI? Classic. Base running assists, runner windows. Okay. Okay, pitching. Meter is fine. Pitching view is broadcast. No, pitching view should be over the pitcher. Pitching view from the pitcher. Okay. Fielding, button accuracy. Yeah, just buttons is fine. Throwing meter. Let's see, fine. Fielding decision, assist. Throwing decision off. In play view defense. No, we do medium. Easier that way. General strike zone on, hot zones, pitching preview. Let's turn that shit off. I don't like to look at that. Or on this tutorial, we'll turn those off. Looks good. Okay. It's not going to be exactly what I like, but the PlayStation Network was down when I turned this game on, so my preferences were not saved, so I had to go in and change all of them. Difficulty setting for this game is going to be on All-Star pretty much. And we'll just... I hate looking at this shit, but okay.
Here comes the first pitch.
Popped up behind the plate.
Number 43 is
catcher Millo is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Starting lineup for the Kansas City Royals. Byron Buxton is in center. Nick Senzel is at second. Alex Bregman at third. Paul Canarco at first. Jesse Winker at third. Jordan Luplow in right. Tyler Freeman at shortstop. Shea Langoliers is the catcher. And Lane Thomas batting ninth and is the designated hitter. So I'm going to need to turn this shit off. I don't know what that is, but I hate that view. So let's go options, presentation, broadcast, pre-pitch cameras, none. Camera types, I don't know what that means. Let's give that a try. Let's apply the changes.
They're not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Nick Senzel steps up to the plate in 282.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's
misses ball one. Bronx Knights at 37 games over 500. That is Chris Ramos at second base and Michael O'Rourke in left field. So I'm going to change. First of all, I want to get rid of the box. Sorry for this. The PlayStation Network was down, so all of my saved settings are all screwy. So gameplay, let's go general. Strike zone's going to be off because I don't. Hot zone's off. Warm-up relievers. Okay, that's good. Apply changes. Next up is, what else was I going to do?
It finds itself with a huge lead.
I got to turn off these guys because they're options. Audio, video. Commentary volume. We're going to turn off the commentary volume. Okay. Apply changes. Options, presentation. See how this works. Okay, so the count is 1-0 on Nick Senzel. Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Fields, fires. There are 2 away. So with 2 down here in the top of the first, up steps Alex Bregman hitting 284, 17 homers, 60 runs batted in. Brings a 6-game hitting streak into this contest. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Slider inside off the plate. Ball 1. Kenny Jansen is the home plate umpire calling the balls and strikes. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And it is a slow line drive to left. O'Rourke is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So after a half an inning of baseball, it is the Kansas City Royals 0, Bronx Knights coming to bat. And my lineup is all screwed up. So leading on the mound, Matthew Liberatore, making his 17th start of the season. He's 7-6 with a 3.24 earned run average. And leading off is Max Lukulich, hitting .316, 4 homers, 31 runs batted in. He was the starting center fielder for the 2024 American League All-Star team. Here comes the first pitch of the game. And he skies it to right, but right there is the right fielder. He makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Knights. Max Lukulich leads off. Matt Termines at third. Chris Ramos is at second. Michael O'Rourke is in left. Don Mattingly's at first. Jacob Salazar is at short. Benny LoCicero is in right. Matt Saps is the DH, and Anthony Millo is behind the plate playing catcher. So it's 309 on the third baseman. Takes inside, ball 1. Kansas City Royals are in last place in the American League Central. That is Paul Konerko at first base, and I believe Byron Buxton in center. So count is 1 ball, no strikes on Termini. That is a line drive the other way. It is a base hit. And with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, the Bronx Knights have a base runner. Here's the replay. Just serves it into right field in front of Max Kepler out there. I believe that's Max Kepler. Next up is Chris Ramos, switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Liberatore. .365, 47 homers, 119 runs batted in. Termini leads off first with 1 away. Pitches low, ball 1. And it's a deep drive to right, but right there is the right fielder. He makes the catch for out number 2. So Is that Max Kepler? No, Ludlow. Michael O'Rourke, the no, I'm sorry, he's in left field. 344, 30 homers, 91 runs batted in. He is the left fielder, Michael O'Rourke. Termini leads off first. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
In the dirt, swing and a miss. Quickly, there are 2 strikes. Gonna switch. This is not a options presentation. That's not really what I'm looking for. Options, gameplay, strike zone. Let's try the zoom. I think it's fisheye. Let's try fisheye too. Apply changes. No, it's not fisheye. Try again. Try again. Pitch is outside. Ball 1, count is 1 and 2. Let's try the show. No. Let's try fisheye. Apply changes. Nope, not fisheye. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. So after an inning of baseball, the score is tied here in the Bronx, New York. Top of the second, up steps Paul Konerko, the first baseman for the Royals. 285, 29 homers, 82 runs batted in. And he grounds it up the first base line, foul ball. Ground ball to the shortstop. Salazar throws across. In time, 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right is Mike O'Rourke, Max Lukulich, Benny LoCicero, and in the infield, Matt Termini, Jacob Salazar, Chris Ramos, Don Mattingly with Anthony Millo behind the plate. The Knights are 3rd in the American League in fielding percentage. So next up is Jesse Winker, 289, 29 homers, 82 runs batted in. 1 away here in the top of the second. Inside off the plate, ball 1. Just gets a piece of the slider, count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Winker. Grounds it foul. Just gets a piece of stay alive, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is a hard drive towards the right center field gap. On the run is Lukulich. He does not make the catch. And it's going to be a 1-out double for Winker. That is his 16th double of the season. The doubles leaders on the Kansas City Royals. Alex Bregman leads the team. As you can see there, tied with Nick Senzel. Winker is on the list, but down there somewhat. So runner in scoring position for Jordan Luplow, 251, 9 homers, 34 runs batted in. Just a little late on the fastball, strike 1. Luplow is the right fielder today. Grounds it to Hopper to the third baseman. Termini throws across, puts an eye on the runner at second, holding him there. So there's 2 away here in the top of the second. Next up is Tyler Freeman, hitting 258, 15 homers, 40 runs batted in. No score here in the Bronx. In there, strike 1. Just misses with the 2-seam fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops him up on the first base side. Mattingly races over into foul territory to make the catch. And the side is retired. So after an inning and a half, there's no score here in the Bronx. So we go to the bottom of the second. Don Mattingly steps to the plate. 322, 21 homers, 85 runs batted in. He leads off. And this batting view angle sucks. Checks his swing. Ball is outside. I do not like it. The PlayStation Network was down when I turned this game on. Let's see. Fisheye is no good. Let's try show 15 and see what that looks like. Apply changes. That's a little better. I still don't like it, but swing and a miss. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll go through the Mattingly at bat, and then I'll tinker with it a little more. This is not what I'm used to. And he pulls it to the first baseman. His counterpart takes it himself, steps on the bag, and there is 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Kansas City Royals in the outfield from left to right: Jesse Winker, Byron Buxton, Jordan Luplow, and at third base, Alex Bregman, Tyler Freeman, Nick Senzel, Paul Konerko, and Shea Langoliers behind the plate. The Royals are second in the American League in fielding percentage, so 2 good defensive ball clubs. Options, gameplay. It's not the show 15. Want to do the show 16? See what that looks like? No, that's not it either. I don't remember which one it was. It's not zoom. It's not retro. It's not picture. Broadcast custom. Which one is it? Zoom. Let's try zoom. It's zoom. There we go. That's what I like. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Jacob Salazar is hitting .329, 14 homers, 74 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Liberatore. And he pulls the ball deep down the left field line, and it's got a chance. 1 hop off the wall, and he stops at first base, and he holds him to a single. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Runner at first. Hits leaders in the American League. Dante Bichette leads the league for the Toronto Blue Jays, 165, but Ramos, O'Rourke, Salazar, and Mattingly are all on that list, as you can see. Next up is the right fielder, Benny LoCicero. He is hot in his last 6 games. He's 12 for his last 23, and that gives him a .301 average, 25 homers, 91 runs batted in. He is on fire. Runner leads off first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Inside off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. High and outside, count is 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. Pitches low, ball 4, throws 4 straight balls, and they have runners at first and second with only 1 out here in the second inning. Next up is the DH, Matt Saps, 290, 22 homers, 74 runs batted in. Runners at first and second and 1 away. Pitch is outside, ball 1. And suddenly, Liberatore has lost his control of the strike zone. Two balls and no strikes. And he pulls it deep. Back goes. He makes the catch for the second out. Holds the runners at first and second, so there's 2 away. Deep drive, but not quite deep enough. At the warning track, he makes the catch. So next up is Anthony Millo, the catcher, number 9 hitter, hitting .245, 9 homers, 46 runs batted in. Runners at first and second. That is a line drive over the head of the umpire. It is a foul ball down the third base line, strike 1. And he pops him up. Short right field, in charges Buxom, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So they strand 2 runners, and after 2 innings of baseball, we still have no score here at Classic Yankee Stadium. So we go to the top of the 3rd. Shea Langoliers is hitting .240, 12 homers, 42 runs batted in. And he's a hard line drive down the left field line into the stands for strike number 1. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the changeup, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. And it's a short fly ball to right center field. LoCicero makes the catch for out number 1. The number 9 hitter, DH, Lane Thomas, part-time player, just getting his feet wet in the major leagues, hitting only 200 and a handful of at-bats. At the knees, strike 1. And he skies it to right. Easy play for LoCicero, and there are 2 away. Leadoff man Byron Buxton popped out in the first. He's 4 for 10 with 2 home runs in this series, but he doesn't have a hit today. At the knees, strike 1, 94 on the radar gun. Count is 0-1. Tries to bunt his way on up the third base line. It goes foul, and there are now 2 strikes on Byron. Swing and a miss. The outside fastball, and the side is retired. Zarski's pitched 3 shutout innings. The end of 2.5. Still no score here in the Bronx. So, leadoff man Max Lukelich flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Steps in for a second plate appearance. And it's a deep drive. It's got a chance. It is just foul. Oh my goodness. That was just inches from being a home run, but it's a long strike. Pitch is low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Max. Checks the swing. Curveball is in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. And it's a deep drive to right, but playable for Ludlow. He makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Upcoming schedule for the Knights. They close out this 4-game set with the Royals. They have a day off. Then it's a 2-game set at home against the Braves. And then they go to the Royals for a 3-game set. So, Matt Termini has a single in the first. Got that average up to 311. Steps in with 1 away. Pitches low, bounces away, ball 1. That is a hard ground ball to Hopper to the short second baseman Senzel. Throws across, and there are 2 away. Chris Ramos, second baseman, steps in. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to the third baseman, throws across the diamond. 1-2-3 inning for the pitcher, Liberatore. And after 3, still no score here in New York. So we go to the top of the 4th. Nick Senzel is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first. Pizarski deals. Fouls it off late on the fastball. 95 on the radar gun. Strike 1. Jams him. Slow liner to Ramos for the first out.
the third baseman.
Pitch speed comparison brought to you by Topps Playing Cards. As you can see, not only is the game tied, but pretty much pitch speed comparison mid-90s. Alex Bregman, third baseman, flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He's 3 for 9 in this series. Steps in with 1 away. And it is a hard ground ball. Nice diving stop. Throws to first. It is not in time. So it's probably an infield single. They're gonna call it a hit. Tough play just to get the ball. So 1 out single. Up steps Paul Konerko, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out today. At the knees, strike 1. And that's a deep drive towards the gap, and it will find its way and roll all the way to the wall. He makes the big turn at third base, but stops, so it'll be a double for Konerko. Runners at second and third with only 1 out for the Royals now. Here's a replay. No chance for LoCicero to make the play. So next up is Jesse Winker, doubled in the second. Inside corner, strike 1. Big moment in the game. And he fouls the two-seam fastball upstairs behind the plate. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Jesse. And he just gets a piece of the slider to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third with only 1 away. And it is a line drive down the right field line. It drops in there and is going to roll into the stadium, into the seats for a 2-run double, the 17th of the season. And I believe it is an RBI double. It may be a 2-run double. Let's see. 2-run double. Both runners are score according to the home plate umpire. And that is a 2-run double, a 2-run lead here. So runner at scoring position is at second. In there, strike 1. Jordan Luplow is grounded out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss at the slider, strike 2. Grounds it weakly to the third baseman, throws across the diamond in time. Held the runner at second. So this runner at second and 2 away. Next up is Tyler Freeman, popped out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. At the knees, strike 1, 94 on the radar gun. Tyler Freeman has not done well with runners in scoring position this season, batting under 200 in those situations. And he fouls it behind the plate, upstairs. Count is 0-2. And he fouls off the changeup. Lazy fly ball to left center field. Cutting over is O'Rourke to make the catch to retire the side. But the Royals get 2 runs on a 2-run double. Kansas City leads 2-0 here in the Bronx. So Michael O'Rourke is struck out in the first. He steps in for a second plate appearance. Leading off the bottom of the 4th. Pitches inside, ball 1. Michael is the rookie July of the month. July rookie of the month. Better yet. 2 balls, no strikes. Michael has 30 home runs this season. Okay, so count is 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. 4 straight pitches. So your team gives you 2 runs in the top half of the inning, and you come out and walk the leadoff man in the bottom half. It's enough to give any manager agita. So Don Mattingly grounded out in the second. He's 0 for 1. O'Rourke leads off first. He is sneaky fast over there. I think he has 20 steals on the season. Outside corner, strike 1. And that is a line drive base hit to center field. And there are 2 runners on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Come on, show us the replay. They're not gonna. Jacob Salazar has a single in this game. He's the shortstop. Runners at first and second. Pitch is high, ball 1. Down and in, ball 2. Jacobs hitting .385 with runners in scoring position, which is a solid 55-60 points above his season average. So the outside corner, strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. He thrives in these situations. Just gets a piece of the changeup. The count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Salazar. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Will the runners be in motion? I don't think so. Not with nobody out. Grounded to the third baseman. Tosses over to second for 1. Back to first. In time. It's a round the horn double play. And there are 2 away. The runner at second moves to third. But they'll gladly exchange the 2 outs on the DP. So Bregman over to Senzel, over to Konerko. So Benny, the right fielder, walked in the first. He has a runner at third, but guy has to get a hit to get him in, basically. Hard ground ball to the third baseman. He drops it, picks it up, throws across, not in time. So that'll be an RBI ground out. Will they call it an error or a hit is the question. I think they're going to give him an infield hit. So the score is now 2-1. So next up is Matt Saps. He is 0 for 1. Pitch is outside, ball 1. LoCicero leads off first. Chases the high fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 74 runs batted in is not second on the Knights. It's like 4th or 5th. I don't know what's. I think that stat man who's making that banner needs to check his cholesterol. Pitches inside. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Checks his swing in the dirt, blocked nicely by Langoliers. But now it's a hitter's count. 3 balls and 1 strike on Matt Saps. 2 away. And it's a deep drive which will curl its way into the left field seats. A foul ball. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be in motion with the pitch. Here it comes. Did he swing? No, he did not. So it's ball 4. And there are runners at first and second. And he is walking a tightrope out there. So next up will be the catcher, Anthony Millo. Millo is 0 for 1. Runners will lead off first and second. It's a 1-run ball game. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Pitch number 51 from Liberatore. High, ball 2. Seems to have lost control of the strike zone again. He's having difficulty with his command. And that's a line drive. It's going to drop in there for a base hit. He makes a turn at third and heads home. It's going to be an RBI single for Anthony Millo. It's Millo time, ladies and gentlemen. And this ball game is tied. Pitching coach comes out to have a little conversation with Liberatore. Try to calm him down. So tie game, 2 apiece. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And up steps Max Lukulich, who's 0 for 2 already. And he pops it up on the first base side in foul territory. Konerko makes the catch to retire the side. But they score 2 and tie this ball game. After 4, it's 2-2 here in the Bronx. So we go to top of the fifth. Shane Langoliers is 0 for 1. He flew out in the third. Comes the pitch. And he hits it foul. Strike one. Behind the plate. Slider inside off the plate. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Langoliers. At the knees, changeup floats in there. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Oh, it calls him out on the high strike. Langoliers does not agree with the call. That's, in any event, there's one away here in the top of the fifth. Let's look at this replay. Oh, that is not a strike. I don't even know what that pitch is. So, next up is Lane Thomas, who flew out in the third. He's 0 for 1. At the knees, strike 1. Lane's hitting a .196, only 5 runs batted in on the season. Part-time player. And he's late on the fastball. Counts quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And he serves it into the right field seats. Foul ball. Count remains 0-2. In there, at the knees, caught him looking, and there are 2 away. That's the 3rd strikeout for Pizarski. This one's a little more legit. This one is in there for strike 3. So, leadoff man Brian Buxton steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out, he popped out. 3rd plate appearance. At the knees, big strike zone. That looked like it might have been under the knees, but called strike 1. Checks his swing, pitch is low. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Buxton. It's a 2-2 ball game here in Classic Yankee Stadium. Bronx Knights versus the Kansas City Royals. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck out the side. So 4.5 complete. This ball game is knotted at 2. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Matt Termey's 1 for 2 with a single. 3 for 9 in the series. Pitch is low, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the curveball. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Termey. And just gets a piece of the fastball in the outside corner. Count is 1-2. Outside, even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Off the plate inside, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-2 ball game. Comes the payoff pitch. And he walks the first man he sees. Liberatore has been dancing with fire all day. I think that's maybe his 4th walk. He's lucky to only have 2 runs on the scoreboard. So Chris Ramos is 0 for 2 today. He is 1 for 9 in this series. And he fouls off the curveball, strike 1. So he grounded into 15 double plays, and that may be true, but he also has 119 RBIs in the first or second week of August. At the knees, outside corner, count evens. No, count falls to 0-2. Quick throw to first. Termey is there. Termey does have speed. Inside off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he ropes it down the third base line. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ramos. That is a hard line drive. It's going to be caught by the right fielder. Nice running catch over the shoulder for the first out. Obviously, Termini retreats back to first. Nice play by Ludlow. So, Michael O'Rourke, officially he's 0 for 1. He does have a walk and a run scored. Steps in there, left-handed hitter. Inside, off the plate, ball 1. Cy Young and Paul Blackburn, 2 right-handers warming in the Royals bullpen. Termini leads off first, 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And he serves it, long run, back to the track, the wall. He makes the catch, Ludlow does, for the second out. That one he had to run into the gap a little bit to get his hand on, but there's 2 away. Next up is Don Mattingly, 1 for 2 with a single. He has the average of 323. Lefty versus lefty, 2 away. Inside, ball 1. Pitches outside, ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Low, ball 3. Count is 3 balls and no strikes. So will he get the green light? Probably not. Right down the middle with the fastball. Count is 3-1. Hitters count with 2 strikes. Hitters count with 2 outs here in the 5th. And he hits a deep drive down the left field line, but it curves into the seats, and we will have a full count. Full count, 2 away. Termini will be off at first. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that's a line drive which will probably find its way into the gap. Long dive by Ludlow, but does not get there. And Termini will turn at third and head on home. It is an RBI double for Don Mattingly, and the score is now 3-2. Bronx Knights lead. That's RBI double number 22. RBI, I believe, number 82 or 83. I'll have to check the stats. Nice piece of hitting. He's 2 for 3 today. So next up is Jacob Salazar, runner at second in scoring position with 2 away. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Pitches outside, ball 1. High, ball 2. Jacob's hitting 381 with runners in scoring position. So he likes having runners at second and third. Line drive right at Nick Senzel to retire the side, but not before an RBI double by Don Mattingly in the gap. At the end of 5, the Knights lead 3-2. So we'll go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Senzel. He's 0 for 2. He lined out, he grounded out. Average is dipped to 281. Brendan Pizarski still out there. And it's a line drive, but right at the second baseman. 1 pitch, 1 away. Up next is Alex Bregman, 1 for 2 with a single. 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Outside, ball 1. Fouls off the changeup, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the fastball, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulls the slider foul. Count will stay right where it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the 6th. It's a 3-2 ball game. Bronx Knights lead. And late on the fastball, into the seats on the first base line, right over the dugout. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. Called strike 3 on the corner. He's got that strikeout pitch working. Strikeout number 5 from Pizarski. Let's check the location. And it might be low, but, you know, with 2 strikes, you gotta protect the plate. So Paul Konerko steps in with 2 away. He's 1 for 2 with a double. And he pulls the fastball down the third baseline. 2 for 10 in this series. He has scored a run today. Checks his swing, but it's in there at the knees. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. High breaking ball, fouls it back upstairs behind the plate. Count stays 0-2. Grounds it up the middle. The shift was on from the shortstop side of second base. Ramos makes the long throw to retire the side. So we will 5.5. It's a 1-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 3-2.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so bottom of the 6th, in relief for the Royals comes Cy Young. He's 4-10 with a 4.76 earned run average. Old timer with no number on the back of his jersey. And up steps Benny LoCicero, who has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 1. Also has a walk. Pitches outside, ball 1. His 25 home runs is truly 3rd on the team. And that's a line drive base hit to right field. Ludlow fields and gets it back in, holding him to a single. So the leadoff man here is on in the bottom of the 6th for the Knights. Line drive shot over the head of the first baseman. No chance for Konerko. Next up is the designated hitter, Matthew Saps, who is 0 for 1 officially. Takes inside corner strike 1. He did walk in this ball game. LoCicero leads off first. Outside, fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Saps is not 3rd on the Knights with 22 home runs. He might be 4th. Ramos is at 47. And he pops him up on the outfield grass. In left is the shortstop. Makes the catch. Tyler Freeman does. And that is the first out. So Ramos is 47 homers. Michael O'Rourke has 30. Benny LoCicero has 25. And I think 22 is Matt Saps. I think he's 4th on the team. Lazy fly ball to right field. Ludlow is there. And the out is recorded. And Anthony Millo is retired. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And up steps the leadoff man, Max Lukolich, who's 4 for 12 in this series, but he's 0 for 3 today. Looking to put himself in the hit column. Let's see if he can. And it is a lazy fly ball to right. He's tracking it. He makes the catch to retire the side. So, at the end of 6 innings of baseball, it's the Bronx Knights 3, the Kansas City Chiefs 2. So we go to the top of the 7th. Jesse Winkler's 2 for 2. He's been hot in this series. I think it's time to get somebody up in the bullpen, just in case. Line drive. Bass, he hit against the shift and beat the shift. Diving attempt in short right field by Ramos, but the line drive eludes him. He's 3 for 3. And they have the leadoff man on here. That is the tying run at first. This is the replay. Big leg kick. One-handed swing. So before we pitch, let's go to the manager's office in the bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. Okay, I don't know who all of these people are. They've completely ruined my roster. I have to fix all this. So, anyway. Let's go Carlos Estevez, warm him up, and let's warm up Caleb Smith. For some reason, I have to fix this rotation too. So, a lot of work to do as I turn this game off. So quickly the count is 0-2 on Ludlow, the right fielder. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count remains 0-2. Fouls it back upstairs behind the plate. Just gets a piece of the slider. Staying alive. He's fighting. Deep drive to right. Back goes O'Rourke, but he makes the catch for out number 1. So Tyler Freeman, the shortstop, is 0 for 2. One away here in the 7th. Just misses with the fastball outside, ball 1. In there with the slider, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Pizarski's throwing his 75th pitch right now. At the knees with the fastball, counted 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
And he puts the bat on the ball, hits it the other way to stay alive. Runner leads off first. Jams him. Short right field, long run for Ramos. He makes the catch for the 2nd out. Nice play in short right field. Almost had himself a bloop base hit, but was not to be. Shea Langoliers, the catcher, is 0 for 2. Steps in. 2 for 10 in this series. At the knees, strike 1. Two-seam fastball in there, strike 2. Checks his swing, pitches high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner leads off first, 2 away here in the top of the 7th. That is a line drive to center. Cuts over is Max Lukalic to retire the side. So, get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It is a 1-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 3-2. So in relief here in the bottom of the 7th is Ryan Presley, making his 48th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 4-3 with a 4.58 earned run average. And Matt Termini, the third baseman, is 1 for 2 with a single. Before he gets up to the plate, bullpen, we're going to sit Carlos down. We're going to sit Caleb down. We're going to have Dylan Betances warm up. And Dylan Betances is going to come in and pitch the 8th. So here we go. Fouls it off, strike 1. Pitches outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks his swing, screwballs outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And he hits a deep drive towards the gap. Long run for the left fielder, but he makes the catch for out number 1. He made a bid for a double, but nice play by the left fielder.
Now batting, second baseman.
That is Jesse Winker. He's had a good day at the plate today, 3 for 3. Chris Ramos is 0 for 3. Now batting from the left side against the righty Presley. And he pops it up and back behind the plate, upstairs for strike 1. Did he check it? No, he did not. First, third base umpire calls a strike, so the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. Seems a little distracted today. And he hits it deep, but it will curve foul. Just a long strike. Count remains 0-2. Pitch is high, ball 1. Outside corner, strike 3, and he's 0 for 4. That is the second out of the inning. Let's see the location. Yeah, he just got him. Got to protect the plate. Even if it was low and outside, got to protect the plate. Michael O'Rourke, 0 for 2 today. He walked, the run scored. And it's a hard line drive, and it will just miss the chalk line for a foul ball. Strike one. He fouls it back. Count is 0-2. Presley looks sharp. Low and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mike O'Rourke. He has 30 home runs on the season. Swing and a miss, inside slider, got him the chase, and the side is retired. So we will go to the 8th. Do I want to change pitches? Yes, I do. In the pitch, the setup man, Dylan Betances. He is 2-3 with a 2.23 earned run average. Strikeouts, 62 strikeouts in 44 and a third innings pitched. He only has 1 walk. We'll end the warm-up. We'll need it. Stepping in is Lane Thomas. At the knees, strike 1. Breaking ball, knuckle curve at the knees, strike 2. And he pulls the slider down the left field line into the seats. Count remains 0-2. Can't get around on the fastball, fouls it the other way. Just gets a piece. Inside off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 41,547 in attendance at Yankee Stadium, classic Yankee Stadium. Pitches outside, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pops it up. First base line, Mattingly makes the catch on the outfield grass for the first out. Pitching line for Pizarski, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. If the score stays the way it is, he will get the victory. Byron Buxton, the leadoff man, fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. He's 0 for 3 today. Knuckle curve floats in there, outside corner. Quickly the count is 0-2. Line drive the other way. Nice running catch by LoCicero, and there are 2 away. And before we go to Nick Senzel, who's 0 for 3, manages off his bullpen, John Smoltz will warm up. He's going to pitch the 9th, provided that he don't score like 12 runs. Triple digits on the fastball, 100 miles an hour on the radar gun, strike 1. Breaking ball in there, sharp slider. Count is quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. 1-2-3 inning for Betances. And after 7.5, it's 3-2, the Knights lead. So we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Reyes Maranta makes his 21st appearance out of the bullpen. He's 1-4. He has 6 saves and 10 attempts. His ERA, though, is 7.04. He has been a bit of a mess this season. Don Mattingly is singled. He's doubled. He's 2 for 3 today. Steps in lefty against the righty Maranta. Pitches high, ball 1. Live fastball, 99. Jams him. Alex Bregman grabs it for the first out. So before Jacob Salazar steps in, manager, bullpen, John Smoltz is coming in to pitch the 9th. Salazar's 1 for 3 today. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike one. High, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Little late on the slider, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jacob. And that is a line drive heading towards the gap, and it will probably roll all the way to the wall. And it does. And for some reason he stopped it. Oh, it's going to be a close play at second, and he makes it. So that's double number 26 on the season for Jacob. Initially he stopped at first, inexplicably. Watch this. He just kind of skids and stops and realizes, wait, I can make it to second. I have the speed. And he does. So runner in scoring position for Benny LoCicero, who's 2 for 2 today. Got the average up to 305. Only 1 away here in the 8th. Pitch is outside, ball 1. He's hitting 310 with runners in scoring position. Started off this season super hot in the first half. Pulls the changeup, foul. Count was 1 ball and 1 strike. Super hot in April and May with driving in runs. Kind of cooled off a little. Pitch is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Still, he has 92 runs batted in on the season here in August. And again, he's out in front of the changeup. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner, which is Salazar, leads off second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Inside, full count, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch from Moronta. And he just gets a piece of the fastball to stay alive. We'll do it again. That's a deep drive towards the gap. Ludlow running back to the track, the wall. He makes the catch. Tagging is Salazar. The throw to third is not in time. So he's at third base with 2 away. So he's 90 feet away for that insurance run, but they're going to need a hit to get him in. Up steps Matt Saps, who's 0 for 2. He's 4 for 10 in this series with a home run. Needs a hit here. Get that all-important insurance. Low ball 1. Hitting 333 with runners in scoring position. Outside, ball 2. That is a 2-hopper to the third baseman. Bregman throws across in time. Side is retired. So we will go to the 9th. Last licks for the Kansas City Royals. They need a run to tie. It's 3-2. Bronx Knights lead. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes. So in relief for the save is John Smoltz. He's pitched in 32 games. He's 4-1. He has 20 saves, but he's blown 6 of them. He's 20 out of 26. He has a 3.74 earned run. So it has not been a season that it hasn't been a Hall of Fame season, that's for sure. Alex Bregman is 4 for 11 in this series, 1 for 3 today. Comes the first pitch from Smoltz. Fouls it off, strike 1. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops it up down the first base line, but it curves into the seats, out of play. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bregman. Swing and a miss, the inside fastball, and there's 1 away. Nasty pitch. See the replay.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Konerko.
So next up is Paul Konerko. He is obviously tying runners a 3-2 ball game. He has double today. It's 1 for 3. He has the power to tie this ball game. And he's late on the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the split finger fastball. Count is 0-2 on Konerko. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Got him the chase, and there's 2 away. And the Kansas City Royals are down to their final out.
The left fielder, number 33,
Chase the breaking ball. It's Jesse Winker, who is hot today. He is 3 for 3. 2 doubles, a single, 2 runs batted, and he represents the final out of the ball game. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball, and they are down to their final strike. Count is 0-2. Check the swing. No, he did not. It's called strike 3. Side retired. Ball game over. Knights win 3-2. So the Bronx Knights have taken the first 3 games of this 4-game set here at Classic Yankee Stadium against the Kansas City Royals. That's win number 78 for the ball club. They're 78-40. So let's do this the right way. Pizarski is the winning pitcher. Bronx Knights, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Kansas City, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Again, the win goes to Pizarski. Matthew Liberatore gets the loss. John Smoltz gets the save. It's his 21st of the season. And Brendan Pizarski is the player of the game. He's pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 5 hits. He's your player of the game. And this has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. My intention to play every inning of every game of this season. It's like 118, I think, out of 162 and beyond. I hope to get to the playoffs in the World Series. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Have a great night.